Hello, fellow educators, students, and families. My name is Lorena Ramey, and I'm a special education teacher here at MacArthur High School in San Antonio, Texas. And today I wanted to share my philosophy of special education, specifically how my role, my responsibilities, and my values guide the way that I support students with exceptionalities. This philosophy has developed over time, not all at once. It has grown through my experience, reflection, and learning alongside students and my colleagues. It has been shaped by professional standards, by collaboration with families and colleagues, and by lived experience that has taught me the importance of patience, reflection, and advocacy. At its core, my philosophy centers on showing up consistently and intentionally for students. When I think about the role of a special education teacher, I see it as multi-layered and deeply interconnected. Using my infographic as a guide, my role includes supporting student learning through individualized instruction, upholding legal and ethical responsibilities, collaborating with others, and advocating for students and inclusive practices. None of these areas exist in isolation. They overlap and inform one another every day. At the center of all of this is the student, and as a case manager and an educator, I am responsible for implementing IEPs with fidelity, monitoring progress, and ensuring students have meaningful access to learning. This requires flexibility, communication, and ongoing problem solving. It also requires balancing multiple perspectives while keeping students' needs at the forefront. My personal vision for meeting the needs of students with exceptionalities is grounded in the belief that every student is capable of growth. I bring high expectations, but I pair those expectations with compassion, with patience, and with support. High expectations do not mean unrealistic expectations. They mean believing in students can grow when providing the right supports. I believe relationships matter. Students learn best when they feel safe, when they feel respected, and when they feel understood. Building trust takes time, consistency, and follow through. It also requires listening just as much as teaching. Reflection is a key part of my practice. I regularly evaluate what is working, what needs adjustment, and how I can better support students as an individual. Ethical decision making is central to special education. Professional ethics and standards guide my practice, especially when making decisions about eligibility, services, placement, and confidentiality. These decisions carry real impact for students and families. They shape access, opportunity, and long-term outcomes. The ethics help ensure that decisions are made in the best interest of the students, not for convenience and not based on assumptions. I view ethical framework as protective. They protect student dignity, access, and safety, while also supporting the integrity of the profession. My professional practice is also shaped by deeply held values. I approach my work through principles of humility, accountability, service, and growth. These principles guide how I respond to challenges and how I interact with others. They shape how I show up for students with patience, consistency, and empathy. Servant leadership to me means placing student needs first, advocating without ego, and creating environments where students feel supported and valued. It also means recognizing that growth is a process for students and educators alike. I believe education should promote human flourishing, not just academically, but socially and emotionally as well. When students feel respected and supported, they are better positioned to succeed. Students' needs are diverse and constantly evolving, and effective educators must continue learning alongside them. Lifelong learning allows educators to remain responsive rather than reactive, and I am committed to lifelong learning through collaboration, professional learning communities, and reflective practice. Engaging in evidence-based and culturally responsive teaching allows me to better serve students from diverse backgrounds and experiences. Learning does not stop at certification, it continues through an educator's career. And my philosophy of special education is not static. It continues to evolve as I learn, reflect, and grow in my practice. And it is rooted in service, ethics, advocacy, and growth. What remains constant is my commitment to supporting students with dignity, patience, and intentional care. I believe that when educators lead with integrity and compassion, meaningful learning and growth are possible for all students. This is a responsibility that I take seriously as in a role that I am so honored to fulfill. Um, my goal is to support students with exceptionalities in ways that promote dignity, access, and meaningful learning. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen today.